Hi guys, so I'm going to be doing a quick making of the Ariana Grande album since she just released a brand new album a few weeks ago. I'm sorry it took me a while to get my thoughts together to truly rank all of her albums again. It was difficult. That's all I'm gonna say. But I love all these albums, but I have to place them somewhere. Please don't get angry at me if I put your favorite album near the bottom. These are just my opinions. And yeah, let's get right into it. So, at number 6, we have yours truly. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, I tend to do that a lot. Yours truly is at the bottom because I didn't really like a lot of songs from her first album. I like about 7 songs from her first album. My favorite song from that album is The Way. Moving on. Number 5 is Sweetener. I didn't really like a lot of songs in Sweetener at first, but some of them did grow on me over time. But it's still not my favorite album. The reason why Sweetener is at number 5 because this album was definitely a grower for me. It was a different sound from her. I didn't know how I felt about it, and yeah. Number 4 is My Everything. The reason why My Everything is at number 4 is because it was my very first album I've ever heard by her. I remember hearing the problem on the radio and wondering who is this fabulous artist. And I knew all the radio hits and stuff like that, so eventually I got into her albums. And for a long time, My Everything was definitely my favorite album. And number 3 is her most recent, Positions. I love Positions so much. It's such a good album. I love every song on it. Very surprising for me because I usually don't. But this album is okay. It's definitely an okay album. It's not my favorite, but I don't absolutely hate it. Same with the other albums. So yeah, that's where Positions is for me. And I just uploaded my Positions ranking, so you should go watch that. Tell me if you like my ranking or not. But please be kind about it. I don't want any hate. Number 2 is Dangerous Woman. Dangerous Woman was my favorite album for the longest time. Dangerous Woman was the album that made me a true Arianator. That was the album that turned me into an Arianator. And because of that, it will forever be in my top. My number 1 is Thank You Next. Now, a lot of you may be wondering why Thank You Next is my number 1. Because it's a sad album and whatnot, and I understand that. But the reason why Thank You Next is my number 1 is because she took everything that she went through, her grief, her sadness, her anger, her unfortunate breaking off of her engagement, and wrote about it. She took all of her emotions and put them into this album. And that's why it's my favorite. And I loved almost every single song from Thank You Next. The only song I didn't like was Makeup. That's the only song I didn't like. I love every single song on Thank You Next, and I'm so glad that I went to the tour for Sweetener and Thank You Next. The album because that was just so amazing, and Thank You Nuts will always have a special place in my heart. And yeah, that's my making on all the Ariana Grande albums so far. Let me know if you like my ranking or not. But please be kind about it. Don't like my ranking. I don't want to fight in the comments, please and thank you. So,